goes up, everybody's got to box out.
Execute on 3. 1, 2, 3. Execute.
1, 2, 3.
Scout team.
A scout team is almost like a practice squad.
A group of males and females who enjoy playing the game of basketball.
We're put there to simulate the opposing team's offense and defensive sets.
Are asked to basically just compete every day against the women's team to try and help them get better.
Basically do whatever the coaches tell us and try to give them a good run.
My name is Zach Kancher, Director of Player Development at the University of Maryland. Went to college at GW, George Washington. I was actually a scout guy at college, and I recognize the importance of having a good scout team because of how it made our players when I was at GW get better.
Attaboy.
And they are integral members of the squad and what we're trying to do. If we're playing Duke on a Wednesday, we'll use Monday and Tuesday to simulate their plays, simulate their players, what their go-to moves are and everything like that.
With the competitive nature that I have, once I get in there and I'm playing basketball, if I could be a factor in assisting the girls and moving towards the championship, I definitely do appreciate that.
Probably the second practice I walked in to the gym, and a lot of the players still didn't know me, still referred to me as boy or other nicknames for me. And Lynetta Kaiser actually was sitting down on the floor stretching, and I didn't really know who she was that well or anything like that. I didn't really know any of the girls. And walking by, and I'm just looking at her, minding my own business, and she says to me, she looks up, she goes, "Jeremy, you're not going to score today." And I was just like, what? I had no idea where this was coming from. This was not what I was expecting. I was expecting just to play some basketball, maybe push them around a little bit. Here I walk in, the center is talking trash to me.
You always talk to the scout team, because, they're boys, so, we got to have some type of edge. We know they're a little bit stronger than us and a little bit more athletic, but, we just go out there and compete. And if we got to talk to get a little edge, that's what we do.
Coach Atkins always talks about winning and, coming up with the ball. You always have to come up with the ball. So when the scout person has the ball and you want it too, and you're on the ground, you have to wrestle for it, and they will continue, letting you go until Coach B gives it a good minute before she blows a whistle and say, get up. You try to outwork them as much as we can, even if you're skinny or not. So I try my hardest.
It's not like a high school game. They bang around and throw themselves around. They're real strong, a lot stronger than us because they've been working out.
Good job! Good job!
And then I'd start going to classes with a bruise on my arm or a couple scratches on my hand, and everyone would be like, what happened to you? And it's playing basketball with the women. What do you mean you're playing basketball with the women? How are you getting all these bruises? And I always have to tell them, they're a lot tougher than you think.
When you play against guys, it's they're so much faster, and it's just so, the game is much faster, so you have to adjust to it, and that helps you once you play against females because it's not as fast, so it's not as up-tempo as that, so it helps you a lot.
I think that the best scout guys relish in minor victories, meaning that, if you've been playing as a scout team member, if you've been playing defense, and we have a 15-minute stretch where we're playing defense, if you're really working hard and you're playing defense and you're getting some stops, and then some of the girls are scoring on you because they're having to play their hardest and make good moves, then that's a minor victory for the scout team guy because you know that you've contributed to what it is we're trying to do. And our freshman is coming off of ball screens. Brene Mosley's coming off of ball screens and pulling threes and without just hitting the bottom of the net. We know that if she's going to do that here, when we're in ACC play or when we're tough, we know that she can come off and do that, and we're not afraid to give her the ball. And that's only going to get them better.
It's fun. They make us part of it. That's the big thing. The coaches really let us know that we're part of the team. After every game, he'll text us and tell us how it went and how we helped them out.
Your name, and this is me talking to the scout guys, is your name will never be up on a banner here, but the year in which you were a scout guy could very well be.
And even though our name might not be on that banner, we still know, the players still know that we helped them get to that level. We helped them reach their potential, and that's all that matters to us.
Look up, and hold it right there, smile great, and 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fries, head women's basketball coach here at the University of Maryland. The love of basketball here in Maryland is what brings us all together. I love our players. The atmosphere that we have within the team is that it's a family. I think back to the time when I first told the team that I was pregnant and how excited they were to be able to hear the news. The excitement and the joy I was able to have with the team with the delivery of our twins. Together, as a family, we can achieve our dreams.
You know, my son Tyler, who was diagnosed a year ago with leukemia, has been battling. We're now on course. You know, he's a year plus involved with his treatment and up at Johns Hopkins, and obviously things are going extremely well. Still has, you know, a long fight ahead of him. You know, they say you have to go, you know, with medication and everything daily for another 2 years.
Hi, Tyler! Hey, Tyler! Tell him what you told me you wanted to tell
We
us.
scored 112.
But, you know, as well as, you know, my son is doing now, I do feel like there is a bigger picture, and, you know, wanting to get involved to bring awareness in my role that I can on several different fronts to be able to help others out there. And, you know, there was a situation that was presented last spring when my husband and I were reading the newspaper, the Washington Post one morning, and we came across an article about drug shortages, and that you know, there were companies out there that are limiting the supply of drugs, life-saving drugs, actually a drug that my son Tyler needed in his course of treatment early, which we were fortunate enough that he had the supply at Hopkins to be able to have, but that these companies are purposely, you know, making sure there's a drug shortage so they can gain a profit, and then they're charging, you know, prices that are, you know, 9-10 times the rate, thousands of dollars in terms of what these drugs cost to make. So, you know, was able to, with the help on campus, to be able to write some letters, you know, out to the senators, and you know, be able to put as much awareness on it that I could, to be able to bring notice to what was going on. And you know, since then, you know, NBC News and have received numerous phone calls from different, you know, senators out there that are actively involved in this fight as well. We're trying to contribute any way to be able to put a voice on something that is a matter of life and death. You know, can't even imagine that day when I read the article as a parent, to know that, you know, if my son would have been denied this drug, you know, what that, you know, the implications it would have had on my son. You want to go with me? Okay, you can go with me. I missed you. I mean, I feel personally, if you are passionate and do care about other things, you do feel like there is definitely more of a reason for me to be involved in this than just a coach. You know, I've never really felt like my role in life is just to be, you know, the head coach at the University of Maryland. I do feel like there's a bigger place for me to be involved in, and I am absolutely, you know, excited about the opportunity to be able to help in any way I can. You know, you guys, when you put yourself in a position when you're unselfish playing together, you know, like you were, tremendous job. You know, obviously given within the time constraints that you have with everything that you're juggling, but you know, just hoping to be able to help in any way I can. You tell them to quit picking on you, right? How precious are they?
1, 2, 3.
Family. All right. Good job. Good job.
This is the holiday tournament. We have Lafayette, we have Delaware, and we have ECU playing in our tournament. Good games before we start conference play. So, you know, just getting out there and competing against good teams.
Rogers on the backside. Rogers up ahead to Mosley. Oh, nice no-look pass inside. Thomas connects and gets fouled.
We started out really well. I thought from the tip we were ready to play.
Barrett the Kaiser at the foul line. Kaiser drives into the lane. Her shot goes in. Little underhand shot with the left hand, and she gets fouled.
You could tell our team was excited, having a long break. Just great energy, intensity. I thought, in the first half, tremendous defensive intensity, which led to our transition game.
Barrett, easy steal and lay-in for Angela Barrett.
Overall, when you look at the stat sheet, to have every player on our team, score, I thought we were extremely unselfish, and credit, this team is extremely special in terms of how they look out for each other.
Hawkins on the lay-in, beautiful job running the floor.
Then when you talk about Essence, I thought she gave us a big presence inside. I thought she was active. Again, her career high, so fun to be able to see how she played for this team today.
Townsend, baseline jumper from 13 feet. Good for Essence.
Coach B sees that I'm getting it a little more and a lot faster. Recently went to the eye doctor like a few days before, and I got glasses and contacts, and I can see, I can catch the ball. I don't know, my vision was blurry and stuff, but now I can see really well with my contacts.
Maryland with the win in the semifinals of the Terrapin Classic, 84-36, to improve to 12-0 on the season.
What, a couple more days before New Year's? All right, and what are people doing? Most of the time, this time of year, they're already making their New Year's Eves, their party plans, right? They're making their party plans. Well, when you're basketball team and coaches and players, you have a different party. Our party is right here in the gym, right? This is our New Year's Eve party. Okay, this is what we've been planning for. We've been planning for this. We invited about 5,000, 6,000 of your closest friends to come out to your party tonight. So you've got some party crashers that are trying to come into our house to try to spoil your party. Delaware, that's your party crashers. So you have to understand, when someone's coming in to crash your party in your house, you slam it in their face early. You got to come out and you got to do what you do. You do what we do, which is run the floor. All right? And the last thing I'll tell you is you're going to know what kind of party you're throwing by the crowd's reaction out there. If they're dead silent, then you know what? Your party crashers are winning. A couple players were challenged in the locker room at halftime. And we're going to be a hell of a lot more aggressive than what we did in the first half. Players make plays. Players want to make plays. At halftime, I felt like we really needed Lauren Mincy. Are you going to make a shot for us? Are you going to be a player today? Where are you?
I was just really determined, to come out the second half, and step up to the challenge. I know in the first half I wasn't playing to my abilities. In high school, a lot of players shut down when coaches, challenge them, but, college is a different level, and you just have to step up to the challenge and play. And with her challenging me, it just pushed me. It actually motivated me to play harder in the second half, so, I executed well.
Shows you what kind of competitiveness Lauren has, character. She was huge. She was a big difference for us in the second half.
She was great. Great. Angela with some threes.
Oh my gosh, Angela,
Those were clutch.
Putting up the three for her.
I wasn't doing that.
A terrific game for us to be able to have now as we are moving forward to ACC play. Delaware is a tremendous team, top 20, and they're going to get us ready for the battles of the ACC. It felt like an ACC game tonight, and this is what we need. We're going on the road. We've got 3 out of 4 games that we're going to be playing on the road. We've got to be able to have this kind of battle and toughness and underneath our belt with what we have going forward. I thought by the end of the game they were gassed. You talk about the conditioning level that Coach Kyle Tarp and Josh has these guys in, the commitment to the ice baths, and you know, they don't get to eat the cookies that you have in front of you. You know, the discipline that they have to play with. But you know what? I think if you ask them, be undefeated at this point in the season, 13-0, I think they would tell you it's worth it.
You know, we've been preparing now for 3 days to get ready for the elements here in Tallahassee at Florida State, and you know, they have that famous chop that they like to do during the game. So just trying to get our players ready. You know, where they, you know, welcome the environment, the noise, everything that they're going to see, hear, and feel tonight, and just want them to be prepared.
Maryland. We are. Maryland. We are. Maryland.
Let's go! Obviously, it was a very important game for us to set the tone early. First ACC conference game, then you talk about going on the road, you know, a difficult place to play, Florida State.
Yeah!
Good job! So we wanted to be able to come out and you know, set the tone early.
Good play.
That's a heck of a play. Yeah.
I'm a fifth-year senior, so if I see something on the court that others might not see, you know, I voice my opinion and let everybody have an input. So if I say, you know, when I wrote that on the board, everybody had the input saying, oh yeah, you know, we could step up and rotate and stuff like that. So I think it's all collectively as a team that we make ourselves better, and if we can critique ourselves and make ourselves better, I think that we keep getting better every day.
It's great to be able to hear that, you know, your floor general, your point guard, Angele, is stepping up in the locker room, you know, behind the scenes, and that's what you want. That's the true sign of a leader. When you talk about a senior, you know, the last opportunity, you know, special player, the great year that Angele's being able to have. Good shot, good shot, yes! Yes! Yes!
Our first ACC game, I think, was pretty important.
Good job, Angele! Good job!
Not only so we can realize what our competition is going to be like day in, day out, but it gave us confidence, knowing that we can go out and beat ACC teams, because that's what we prepared non-conference for.
You know, we're number 5 in the country. People think that we haven't played anyone, so it was good that we came out here and made a statement.
Yes! 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 You know, I really like that I can challenge this team, and you know, they take it the right way. I mean, they're driven. They want to be successful. They want to be challenged. You know, very motivated, and just a tremendous team to coach.
First ACC win, it feels good. We won by 21, so it feels good just to keep rolling, keep our confidence for our next game.
We just keep building one game at a time. Ange, confident, stepped out, you know, ready to play. You know, Brene, first ACC road game. I mean, stepping up to play. You know, Tiana, I mean, just, you know, great energy, absolutely, in terms of what you're doing. Lauren, big shots, so got to understand. I mean, that, you know, I liked the effort that everybody played with, all right? Got to keep staying hungry and humble in terms of what we're doing, in terms of getting better.
She is my absolute favorite coach hero. She's intense. I mean, I catch myself staring at her, just watching the intensity in her face and how much passion she has for the game.
And you guys traveled how far to come to this game?
15 hours.
At least. At least 15 hours.
And how was it? All of you
Long.
traveled.
It was fun. It was fun.
It was great because we ended with a win.
I'm glad that we have that much support. You know, people believe in us that much that they would travel all the way down here and have to go all the way back just to, you know, see us play on one night.
Go Terps! Why is it snowing? It's snowing outside. I don't understand. We almost missed our flight, then we get home and it's snowing, and we're the winners. guys give him high fives? Give him high five. There you go. Say good game. Yeah. Say good game. Yeah. High five. And then you got a lot better.
My daughter has like pictures of them autographing for the past 3 or 4 years, all decorating her room, so she really likes that. And then she's got that shirt. I just think that the girls like it, and they look up to them, so they get to meet them in person. So I think it's a really nice thing when they do that.
I'm always the first one in line. I like leaving the game early to get in line.
I can't pick a favorite. I love them all. I went to Maryland women's basketball camp, and they were all there and interacting with us, and they were doing drills with us and everything. And they're just like, they're all so cool, and they're all just, they're just so nice.
Here, maybe make the Final Four this year. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I think y'all got the skill for it.
There you go. There you go.
So I got every players, and they all signed up for me. They're really cool.
They're awesome. That's all I can say. They're awesome.
Yeah,
they're so nice.
Yeah, they're really nice. They're really good, though.
They're funny. Except the girl who's a Steelers fan.
Yeah, I like her. They don't. I like her.
Yeah, the one in the white headband.
Yeah, she's a Steelers fan.
Well, in the autograph session, I look over and I see down the line, I'm like, are those Ravens fans coming towards me? Oh, the Steelers? Y'all talking about was a Steelers fan?
Yeah.
So I let it go at first. As they get closer, I keep looking and I'm like, okay. And then when they finally got up to me, I was like, I asked them if they were Ravens fans. And then they said, yeah, and I had to tell them that I was a Steelers fan. But they were sweet. They definitely were one of the ones talking trash. Oh, we can't be friends?
I can. They can.
We can get along. Yeah. We can get